Hello everybody, Neofizz here. It's 2013, shortly into the new year, and I'm on the Strontkever server that has been recently reset. So I didn't get to document all the builds I did on the server before it got destroyed, so we're starting all over again. So here I am, inside of a village I managed to capture uh, in the very first day that that's after the server reset. And I haven't really done much of anything here yet except put up a wall and trap the villagers inside of their homes so that the monsters don't get a chance to kill them before I can do more with it. I haven't done anything with the gardens except for harvest them a couple times. I've added this minor looking little pumpkin farm here. It's not automated in any way at all. Down here, I thought this was really cute. I've got a pond that was walled in with the rest of the village, and you can hear the sheep. It was kind of funny. There was a natural 2x3 hole here, and the sheep just started wandering in and falling in, and next thing you know, I've got a captured sheep. So I decided to expand that just a little bit so that they would fit in there better and not be too overcrowded. So if we go over this way, we can see, let's get up a little higher in the air so we can sort of see the layout of the whole village here. I'll go up into the tower here. So you can see I put up walls, put a glass ceiling up, put my logo in the center there, the NF logo, and this is basically the village we got here. So there's a little bit of forest area over there. I think this is a little bit of plains area here, and the rest of it's desert. Yeah, and there you can see some chunks not loading, and all those little speckled blocks, that's the anti-X-ray plugin that Strontkever uses to stop people from using X-ray to look down into the ground and figure out where to mine. Here I've got my little AFK mine track, so because if you're away from the keyboard for more than 7.5 minutes, it boots you out. So I just hop in a mine card here and swirl around, so as long as I keep moving, it won't boot me out. So that's generally all I've got here in this village. But if I go to my home, which this village is not really, it's not really my home. Here is my actual home, on top of a mountain. At least that's what I've got so far. I've got this home on top of a mountain. And I haven't done much here either. I just put a little bit of a garden down here with wheat and carrots. It was kind of lucky. The first zombie I killed dropped a carrot, so I got really lucky there. And because I am a high-level donator to the server, once a month I get some mushroom eggs, so I started a little mushroom farm here. And up here, I started a little chicken farm. But there was a server bug, and most of them got killed, so I'm in process of repopulating them still. And over here, I thought this was really excellent over here. This is a natural cavern, or pit. When I first come down into here, there was chickens here. And then I noticed they couldn't get out because all the walls are at least too high. and chickens just keep on wandering down in here and then can't get out. So I thought, well, geez, this is great. This is just like a natural little chicken farm here. So I might expand this and dump the other chicken farm that I've got floating up in the air back there. But I thought, well, I'm going to leave it the way it is now until I at least video it. Because I thought this is just hilarious. So you can see I've fed them a bit. We've got a few youngsters here, so their population is growing a bit. There were more, like I say, but the server bug started making them all suffocate. So I lost a lot of them. So we've got all kinds of little openings inside of the mountain here, and I thought, well, this is kind of neat. Over here I've got, that was a natural spring popping out of the wall. I thought, well, that's kind of nice. And I went wandering in to see what's in here. And it sort of just goes straight through the mountain, off to this nice, beautiful spot. So that's kind of nice too. So I've got a few really nice spots here. I found a good thing here. Let's see, it's down, which way? I'm still kind of getting my bearings here. Oh, right here. This is, I think this is it. No, this isn't it. Well, there's, like there's all kinds of these little caves in here that really don't go anywhere. And I thought, well, I'll make use of some of this. My plan is to, excuse me, to basically hollow out the mountain to turn it into my home. That's the big plan. And there is a spot here someplace. Is this it here? Yeah, this is it. This is where I finally plopped my bed in. This was a natural opening here. And this is where I'm going to start expanding from. I'm going to expand all the way down. Let's see which way. No, from there, I'm going to expand this way to the left down to this cavern. So most of that's going to be my storage area down in there. And I'll have more living quarters down in here. And this part here, another cavern. Like I say, it's just full of these caverns here, and I haven't mined it all out or anything yet. Because I wanted to document what this was like before I started changing it so much, right? So I haven't really changed much of anything yet. Nice little peephole. Watch the sunset. I thought that's kind of neat. And so we can go running down around through here to go to the one last thing that I've changed that I want to document before I start doing all the major changes. So we can go down here, and I finally eventually found this spot and put a nether portal here. Made a little brewing stand. Have a few potions going, got things started. Yeah, I haven't made a nether wart farm yet, but I will soon before I run out. So we'll go into the nether. And here's my little base or stronghold in the nether. And this is the opening to go out into the actual nether. This is what I saw when I first popped out, but then it's kind of funny because when I first popped out here, there was a ghast shooting at me, and I fought him, and then went, okay, where the heck am I going to find a fort? I got to find a fort, and went wandering off this way. And then I turned around and went, oh, wait, there's a fort right there. Whoa! I didn't even notice it at first, so I started building, and I put a little stairway here. That takes me straight up to the fort. So this is probably the luckiest fort find I've ever had, to have a fort within like 50 blocks of my nether portal. So I went zooming through here. And up and up and up. went searching around for lots. I found netherwort farms, and harvested them. I went digging around and finally found some netherwort. And way down here, I found myself a blaze spawner. I actually found two, but I let someone else have that one there. And this one here is mine. Neofizz's private blaze farm. Keep out. And here I set this up as the poor man style blaze farm, because when the 1.5 patch comes out, they're going to reset the nether anyway, so there's no point in me spending a lot of time working on a blaze farm here, because the fact of the matter is that I'm going to lose it all anyway, and I didn't really have the resources to set up a big elaborate automated blaze farm anyway. So I left this as just a simple little bit. Alright. So I'm running back down here. I left torches to make it easy for me to find my way in and out. Because it's easy to get lost in these forts, that's for sure. So I go zooming down here. And when I go down this way, here's where I found the netherwort farm. It's okay. And I think it was down. Was it? No, it wasn't down there. Oh, so this way. Here I found a second netherwort farm. So I harvested all the netherwort and replanted, and found myself some soul sand so I could go big time on my own with it, and not have to worry about whether or not someone comes and griefs this on me. So that's that. Let's see which way. I think it was this way to get out. Yeah. So there's just one more thing to show, and that'll be about the end of this video. Oh, this is kind of nice. I got a little lookout point here, so I can come and look and admire the fort. You can see we're kind of somewhat enclosed in, so I really only get gas coming from over in this direction and out that way, so it's not too bad. I haven't set up anything special for trapping and killing the gas. I've just been very lucky with them. They haven't demolished me or anything like that yet. I've only had to deal with a few of them, luckily. When I was setting up that stairway up to that nether fort, they were shooting at me a bit, but I was sort of lucky that they didn't get me. So from here, as I went in the nether, I lost my ability to fly. Now this is something that the administrator or the owner of the server is planning to take away. So even though they used to give high-end donators like myself the ability to fly, they say it's creating a lot of lag and that they're going to take that away. So enjoy it while it lasts is sort of basically how it goes now, and it isn't going to last much longer. So now if I take off this way, so you can see this is basically just a bit of land sticking out into the ocean. This mountain is. And if we fly around a bit, we're going to see that this doesn't last very long before. So the mountain itself is just an island with a river separating it from the mainland. And what I did was I went back a little bit further. I analyzed the map carefully and decided, okay, I want a certain amount of the land here. I want the snow biome. I want the jungle biome. I want some of this plains area here. Oh yes, the server is a little laggy for loading. So here I've got a little beacon I made. This was actually a 1x1 pillar, which is not allowed on the server, so I turned it into this beacon. Put a mascot on top. He still hasn't grown into a big bird yet, but he will. And he's just going to stay there because it's too high up for him to jump. And here's the wall I created that separates my land from the mainland. So it goes out here into the water certain ways. And from here, I can get down and look to see that this basically just covers, while we wait for this to load. Wait. Oh geez, the server's slowing down. They might have to reset it again. See, like turn it off and turn it back on so that this lag stops. So basically, my wall kind of covers right up to about where my land sticks out to. And if I fly down here, we get more into the mainland that I'm claiming. Geez, look, see, that's not going to load. See, X-ray is illegal, but, you know, we've got so much lag that you can see right down into the ground anyway, which is sort of a drag. Shouldn't be able to, but you can. So you can see there was this little bit here where I decided I was going to make my wall come up to. So the land sticks out into the ocean there a bit. And we can see I've got this nice forest and an extreme hills biome here. That's all mine. I can go further down here, and this finally turns into desert biome that I wanted to have as well. And it finally eventually turns into swamp biome, which I wanted as well, because you can get slimes in the swamp biome, and I wanted to get slimes. And we got a bit more desert here. And the wall continues until we hit the ocean again here. I don't know if they consider this to be ocean right here though, but there's just a few little spotty islands here again. Oh, the sun's coming up now. Well, it looks like this video has been running for a bit if the sun went down and came back up again. Whoop! Oh, we finally hit the end here. So there is where the land ends on the other side of my wall. And I've just decided I'll bring the wall up to where that land ends and try and claim all this water area so that someplace way out there in the water I'll eventually make a mob grinder. Just so that it'll be easier to manage if it's out in the water, because then I don't have to light up the ground in order to maximize the spawning rates. I'll just have to light the caves underneath it. So that's about it for that. So I can get up and start flying back. Enjoy the fly while it lasts, because it won't be for much longer. You can see here's the swamp biome I claimed. This is about as far as it goes. And there isn't much land to this, but there's just enough for me to get some slimes. A little bit of cave areas, but not much of that either. Oh, and incidentally, I am planning to dig a tunnel that will give me a pathway underground from my home here to the village I showed you back at the beginning of the video. So here, we're in the snow winter biome thing here. Weird how the ice blocks let me see down in there. I'm using the Optifine now, and before I started using that, I never had this kind of weirdness. But Optifine does give me better frames per second rates, much better. So, well, I guess I'll put up with the little quirkiness in the graphics just so I can get better frame rates. So this is all my land. I'll eventually have all kinds of things built here, there, and everywhere. I'll create a big ice cube tray here eventually so that I can make lots of ice for building with. And make continuous snow generator as well out here. I'll probably put it close to the mountain because I'll be living in the mountain and I don't want to have to travel far to get to that sort of thing. So here we are nearing the end. So back to the mountain. So here you can see the epic mountain that I'm living in. I got a little reed farm going there. I didn't show you that. So for the most part, I'm not going to really change the look of any of this because I'm going to build inside the mountain and keep everything underground and concealed. I don't want to, it's the out of sight, out of mind kind of thing, and for the most part, people won't be able to see what I've got because it'll all be underground. And my wall is out that way, and I'm going to, somewhere out here, I'm going to find a nice deep spot in the ocean and put the mob grinder out here someplace. So I'll have some sort of walkway, or I don't know, I might put an underground tunnel to it and pop up here someplace wherever I put the mob grinder out here. But right now it looks like the server's really slowing down, so I better get back to land before it suddenly crashes or gets reset or something like that, and I end up falling from a high height when I log back in. So that's basically it. Right here's my basic temporary outpost here. I'll rip this all down eventually and move it indoors. Once I actually set up a storage area and a few rooms indoors, I'll set this stuff up indoors. But for now, what I want to do first is make the tunnel that goes between here and my village. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, and I'll show a little bit of video documentation of me doing that. So that's the quick introduction of Neofizz on the new Strontkever server after it being reset in the new year. And we'll be seeing more of my adventures here in future episodes. So thanks for watching. Bye for now. Neofizz signing out.